Hi everybody, welcome back to FRAG-MENTAL. Bit of a different video for you today. I'm in another beautiful location. I'm here on Anglesey and behind me is South Stack Lighthouse. This video is going to be completely raw, completely unedited. No opening titles, no end titles, no cutting in, no music, just completely raw. The reason for that is I wasn't going to film a video today, but I thought I'd put something together for you. I came up with the idea of showing you what I've brought with me on holiday, so smaller decants and samples that I've brought in my wash bag, and also I wanted to check in with you guys and make sure you're doing okay. So what's in my wash bag? First one I'm going to talk to you about is from the house of Amage. This is Sunshine Man, so great one for summer. I wasn't sure about this one at first. In its opening there's a lot going on, it's quite chaotic, and I couldn't decide whether I liked it or whether I didn't like it. I didn't think it was disgusting at all. It was just very complex, so I was struggling to work out what was going on in there. It's kind of got an orange vibe to it, almost like an orange brandy vibe is actually listed on Fragrantica. So I do definitely get a kind of juicy orange going on in this, but there's a lot more as well. After about half an hour, however, it settles down and it becomes a really lovely, smooth, sweet, very wearable scent. So I think there might be some vanilla, some woods in here. I certainly get some depth, a lot of depth, and some sweetness. I actually thought that I would prefer Beach Hut Man, but when I smelled Beach Hut Man, I wasn't blown away. It was very sharp, very green, and I was expecting it to be smoother and a little more wearable than it was. I've only sniffed it off paper, so I need to spend some time with it on skin before I make up my mind about that. But at the moment, really enjoying Sunshine Man. Next up, this is from Copycat Perfumes. This is their version of Virgin Island Water, very close to the original. Not much needs to be said about Virgin Island Water other than great holiday scent, great summer scent. There's some lovely coconut going on in there, and it's reminiscent of drinking a white rum cocktail on a beach somewhere in a very hot climate. Beautiful. Actually, my mum smelled this one today, really liked it, and she's wearing it well actually. She asked to have a decant, and this is the only one I have of this. I don't have a bottle of it, so I'll be giving this to my mum after this video. Lucky mum. I've also brought Parfums de Marly Pegasus. You can see I've not worn a lot of this decant. I really enjoy it. It's got that distinctive Parfums de Marly DNA that you find in all their fragrances. This one seems to boost the almond, so you do get quite an almondy vibe from this. And whilst I enjoy it, I don't quite enjoy it as much as Herod, as Leighton Exclusive, and I've recently smelled Carlisle, and that blew me away. I'm hoping to get a bottle of Carlisle at some point, which is kind of a hybrid between Herod and Ojan. So you've got a bit of an apple tobacco vibe going on in there. I love Ojan as well. I have a decant of that. So out of all those, this is the Parfums de Marly I like the least, but I still like it. And when I go away and I'm just relying on smaller decants and samples, it's a good opportunity for me to start wearing some that I haven't really been making a lot of use out of. I've also brought Yesterday's Haze from the awesome Imaginary authors. This is a beautiful fragrance. It's just fruity, and it's got a creaminess to it. This really pings off the skin and kind of gives you a bit of a hazy smell, really. You can imagine the smells sitting in an orchard on a Sunday afternoon in the sunshine, just listening to the birds and having a drink maybe of cider. And the imaginary note in this is orchard dust, and I've got to say it's a pretty photorealistic interpretation of orchard dust. If you've never smelled orchard dust, then try this one, Yesterday's Haze, and you'll have a good idea. And here I have my cute little Armani Code Profumo. This is a beautiful little bottle. This came as a travel gift set, so I've got a 60ml bottle, but I also got this one as well. So I love Profumo. It's a lovely fruity, orangey type opening, but there's some leather in there as well. So the leather just counterbalances the sweetness of the orange blossom. I love orange blossom, as you know. So yeah, beautiful fragrance. Get a little bit of a rubbery vibe going on from this, which I think is the note that is used for the leather, but not in a bad way, in quite an interesting but pleasant way. So love Armani Code Profumo. And my last decant, this one was sent to me by one of my subscribers. Thank you very much, you know who you are. And I'd mentioned in one of my videos my 10 fragrances to keep for life, the designer one, and the one was one of my favourites. And I hadn't tried the one Royal Night, so a very generous and kind subscriber got in touch with me on YouTube and said, could they send me a sample? So they sent me a very generous decant of the one Royal Night. I know Joe from Joe Scent Me included it in his 10 designer fragrances to keep for life, so I was really eager to try it and I got the opportunity. I'll probably pick up a bottle of this at some point. It has everything I love about the one eau de parfum, but it just adds some spiciness, some cardamom and nutmeg in there, and it just gives it a little more intensity. So adds a bit more depth and a bit more interest to the one. So I would say that the one would be a great day scent, and the one Royal Night would be a really nice scent to wear formally or in the evening. So really enjoying that. Thank you for this one. So that's it. That's all my samples in my wash bag here from gorgeous Anglesey. I hope I've not kept you too long. There's just one more thing that I want to say. A bit of shocking news this week in terms of YouTube fragrance reviewers, and a channel that I love has decided to take a break from YouTube. And it's quite a difficult thing to get your head around, because YouTube reviewers that you're used to watching, especially those that put out a video on a certain day, that becomes part of your daily routine. So it's a bit of a shock to the system when that suddenly stops. And it is J. Copeland. I love Justin's channel. I think he does a great job. It was one of the channels that really got me even more into fragrances and inspired me to do this channel. So Justin, thank you for everything you've done on your channel. I love the classy, laid-back approach. Your passion and joy for fragrances really shines through in your videos, and I'm really going to miss your Monday uploads. So I know you're moving, I know you're moving somewhere else in the country, and that's one of the hardest things to do in life, the upheaval. So it would be really difficult to try and keep up a regular upload routine, and it's hard. Keeping a channel running is difficult. You know, I don't have to do this while I'm here on holiday. I'm doing it because I'm enjoying it, and I've found a beautiful location. But to keep videos running regularly and to keep a presence on YouTube, then it's hard. It costs money as well. So to buy all the fragrances to review, some of them I do get sent, but the majority I do buy. So it costs me at the moment more money to run this channel. So I can understand why people would get to a point where when it becomes difficult to fit in, then, you know, if it's something that you're not really breaking even on or making money, it's a difficult decision to keep going on. So anyone who does decide to stop uploading from a popular channel, I completely get it. Anyway, Justin, we're going to miss you. I hope the move goes well, and I hope you come back soon. I think you may be taking a break, and you might readdress things a bit further down the line. I do hope you come back. That's it from me, guys. Thank you for watching. All that's left to say is peace, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.